Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Tuesday, December 12th. Welcome to Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We have an update on the upcoming extension of the nightlife hours in tour zones across the country, as officials announced that places of entertainment will be allowed to remain open all night for New Year celebrations until 6 a.m. on January 1st.
The Interior Ministry announced the measure on Monday, adding that the temporary extension of the closing time was aimed at promoting tourism amid the New Year celebrations. A formal announcement in a new ministerial regulation is forthcoming. The news comes as reports indicate that this Friday, December 15, nightlife venues in tourist zones across several provinces, including Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Chonburi, Surat Thani, and Phuket, along with nightlife venues in registered hotels nationwide, could regularly stay open until 4 a.m., an extension by 2 hours. Again, there is a one-day extension for 6 a.m. on New Year's Day. On Monday, we reported that the National Alcohol Beverage Policy Committee met on Friday last week to discuss the measures that the Public Health Ministry would like to implement. Officials say that nightlife venue operators must provide alcohol breathalyzer tests to any patrons who they saw drinking and believe will be driving. The venues must also provide sobering up areas for drivers with blood alcohol levels above the legal limit of 50 milligrams per deciliter, and officials say that the customers must wait in that area until they're sober enough to drive. If customers refuse to wait, pub operators must contact the friends and relatives of customers so they can be driven home, or provide transport for the customer, which they must pay for. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Phuket Governor Soi Nana and the heads of all 19 local government administrations on the island vowed to not tolerate corruption.
The pledge, which is a traditional affair, was made at an event at Phuket Provincial Hall held to mark International Anti-Corruption Day on Friday. Of note, the UN International Anti-Corruption Day was observed around the world on Saturday. In total, 20 Phuket local government organizations were represented at the meeting, and certificates were awarded to all organizations that had their work assessed in terms of ethics and transparency in the Thai government's Integrity and Transparency Assessment Initiative for 2023. The organization that received the most points was Baklok Municipality with a score of 97.85, but the results of the other 19 organizations were not reported. After the certificates were handed out, Governor Sopon then led the assembly in taking the pledge to not engage in corruption or support corrupt practices in any way. The news comes as questions were raised last week by members of parliament in the House of Representatives in Bangkok over nepotism claims in the transfer and reshuffling of high-level senior police officers nationwide, including here in Phuket, where the new immigration chief at the Phuket International Airport is a nephew of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawat's ex-wife, Police Colonel Patongteo Damapong. Questions were also raised over the transfer of the now ex-immigration chief at Phuket Immigration, Police Colonel Tanet Sukchai, who submitted his resignation from government service over, quote, morals, but was refused and was instead transferred to the Prachuap Khiri Immigration Office. In addition, officials have been silent on several cases over the last few weeks, including that of a 41-year-old Russian national, Irina Pustovalova, driving her car into two young foreigners on a motorbike that killed the young couple in Rawai last month. The family of the 19-year-old woman who died in that crash has stated that authorities have been scant on details over the aftermath, including whether charges will be pressed against Pustovalova. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
The Bangkok Post reports that authorities in Bangkok arrested a Chinese woman who posted a video clip on TikTok while walking in Soi Nana off Sukhumvit Road, expressing concerns about the safety of nighttime strolls in the capital.
The video was posted back on December 5th on TikTok, and it was shot while the woman, identified by police as Ji Yu Wang, walked along Soi Nana on Sukhumvit Road in Bangkok. When one foreigner approached her, she walked away and said into her camera that the man had asked her, "How are you today?" She then said that if he had intended to assault her, she might not have been able to escape. She also said that if other women encountered the same scenario, they too would not be able to escape. In the video, she also claimed that 99% of the people hanging around Soi Nana in Bangkok are quote-unquote not good people. The video prompted concerns from authorities and tourism operators that it would tarnish Thailand's reputation, especially with regard to tourism. In response, Immigration Bureau Commissioner ordered an investigation which identified the woman, a 28-year-old Chinese national who entered the country on a Thai privilege card visa. Under questioning, Wang denied that she intended to damage Thailand's reputation and only wanted to warn foreigners about areas where walking alone at night might be unsafe for women. Still, authorities learned that she would live stream on social media to sell goods online while in Thailand, for which she will be charged with working illegally in the country without a work permit. For more, visit thephukenews.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. Eating the pleasure, see your pressure just before you break a bone.
Tourist police and officials from the Tourist Assistance Center, the TAC, resolved a situation on Monday that saw a Russian man wandering around the airport wearing only blue denim shorts and at one point climbing onto the balcony of one of the main terminals.
The man was previously seen walking around the airport shirtless and barefoot, uttering ramblings that some onlookers described as, quote, insane, usually meaning that the person is mentally or emotionally disturbed. Officers intervened and talked the man down from the balcony and attempted to provide him with some assistance. Photographs showed officials talking to the man at the Aeroflot check-in counter. However, if the man was supposed to board a flight yesterday morning, he was denied. Officers took the man to an area where he, quote, would not disturb other passengers. He was also made to put on a shirt, and in the end, TAC reported that the man's friends and relatives had been contacted and had come to collect him from the airport. If you or anyone you know is in need of emotional support or counseling, please contact the Samaritans of Thailand at the 24-hour hotline or the Thai Mental Health Hotline. For more, visit thephukenews.com.
Phuket branches of the national shopping store chain, Lotus's, along with Pet Us store, are supporting Soy Dog Foundation through their Feed Us at Lotus's campaign in an effort to help street dogs and cats.
Anyone shopping at or stopping by Lotus's can purchase dog or cat food and drop it off at the donation points in participating Lotus's branches, which include Lotus's Samkong, Lotus's Talang, Lotus's Chalong, and the Pet Us store at Lotus's Talang. Donations are being accepted until December 31st. The Feed Us at Lotus's campaign aims to provide a convenient way for individuals to contribute to the animal welfare nonprofit organization Soy Dog, which is currently providing shelter and care to more than 1,900 animals at its sanctuary in Mai Khao. For more, visit thephukenews.com.
We want to thank you so much for joining us today on Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. We'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000 and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.